Hey guys, welcome to Tokyo, Japan, and Tommy and I are here looking at what we like to call the forbidden fruit. In other words, vehicles that they get in Japan but not in America. Tommy, what is this?
That's right, so we are looking at a truck, a mid-sized truck that's been completely redone and is a vehicle that I think would sell super well in the US and really wouldn't be that hard in my mind to get federalized because this is the all-new Mitsubishi Triton. So this is a mid-sized truck that competes with vehicles like the Toyota Tacoma, Nissan Frontier, and it's a mid-size, as I mentioned, with some really cool features. In this video, we're going to go over the outside, the inside, and show you guys some forbidden fruit, some vehicles that we don't get here in the States.
Yeah, what do you think of the color, Tommy?
Well, that's great.
I know.
It really is cool. And the first thing you need to know about this new Triton, Dad, is that it was co-designed with Nissan. So this rides on the Nissan Frontier platform, and there certainly are parts of the truck that will give that away. You want to pop open the inside?
Yeah.
But let's check out the inside. Now, the old Triton, a vehicle sold around the world. We did get Mitsubishi trucks for a while there called the Mighty Max, but this is the all-new generation, and there certainly are some carryover parts from the Nissan truck, like the infotainment screen, the buttons, the gauge cluster, very Nissan. The steering wheel certainly has some characteristics there as well, but this is a true off-road truck with 2 high, 4 low, and different drive modes. I really like this center stack with those buttons to change the climate control, heated seats. Really is a good looking interior, and I really like these bucket seats with the contrasting orange stitching. This is a nice looking interior.
Yeah, you know what is not very American? What's under the hood? It's a 2.4 liter diesel, Tommy.
Yeah, right. So turbo diesel engine, 4-cylinder. I'm told it makes about 201 horsepower. Versus the Frontier we get in the States, which has that naturally aspirated V6, which is closer to 300 horsepower. But you can see very similar cab design to the Nissan, but I really like this design. It's a little bit more bold than what Nissan's doing. And let's talk about the rear here, because we have this integrated bed bar / rack system. So we've got these little overriders that ride on top of the bed rails. And then of course this sort of bed bar, sort of headache rack design, which looks really good.
Yeah, so this probably wouldn't fly in America unless of course you're doing some Baja work. Now this does have a 6-speed automatic transmission, Tommy, but this bed, is probably not as utilitarian as we like in America. Let me pop it open.
Look at that, it's like a one-piece composite liner, I think.
Yeah, same thing Honda does, right? Very similar.
I don't know if it's a drop-in with a steel underneath there, but it's pretty interesting.
It is pretty interesting.
And then you can kind of see the way that bar is integrated. And if you want to lift up the tailgate, something I noticed which is really cool, check this out. So Triton badging, and they actually have the kilogram rating listed there on the bedside, 500 kilograms. So that's...
multiply by 1.2.
2.2.
2.2,
So it's just over 1,000 pounds, but you can see the other side. Here now we're rolling on a set of Dunlop Grand Trek tires. AT25 is what they're labeled as.
Look how huge that is.
Enormous.
I wonder if that's, let me see.
Probably have def.
Yeah.
Oh, Dad, it would be on the other side.
Oh, that's right. We are in Japan
here.
I keep forgetting that.
I really like the contrasting black door handles. I really like the roof rack as well, and then the black mirrors. But yeah, good looking truck, huh?
What do you think of the running boards?
They're a little probably too much for a true off-roading experience, but really looks good. And then as we come around to the front again, a couple other things we noticed, right? The integrated daytime running light with the little 3 streaks, and I really like this grille design, kind of an egg crate style grille with the orange integrated there. And the Mitsubishi.
This has become really a new style where you've got the main light down here and then you've got the running lights up top, right? It's kind of what's become the thing in much of new car and truck design. And
you kind of have that iconic blade design that Mitsubishi's been using on their cars. But look, let's be honest, that in the States, Mitsubishi doesn't have that large of a product portfolio. We have that car, well, not even that car, because that's the PHEV version, the Eclipse Cross.
We have the Outlander.
We have the Outlander.
Yep.
That's right, but not much. And I really think this would do a great job of bolstering the U.S. product line and give people something that's a little bit unique, especially if they brought it to the States with a diesel engine.
Well, I think the problem is then you're competing directly with the Frontier, and that may not be kosher from a corporate standpoint.
Drum brakes in the back, just noticed that.
Yeah.
Well, but think about it, Dad. I mean, the BZ4X and the Solterra are the same vehicle, and they compete directly in our market. So I really think it's a nice design, and we want to show you something else which is cool.
So I was watching up here on the big screen. There apparently is an off-road worthy one where they're going to race it, and it's sitting right over there. So should we walk over there?
Yeah, let's go take a walk.
Let's take a walk, and let's look at some of the other Mitsubishis. Look at this thing. What is this little guy?
The GKX, this is what I think would be referred to as a K car. It's a really compact, small vehicle sold here in Japan, which is applicable to much cheaper road fees. It's clearly an electric. And then let's kind of crawl through the booth here.
Yeah, they really love their little vans, and they are going to unveil something. It looks like, oh, it looks like an off-road van, Tommy.
Yeah, remember
Look how tall that thing
we
is.
saw pictures of that thing. It's like
Yeah.
a Moonlander style off-road van.
We'll be back here when that unveils, of course, and we'll show it to you. So you want to go to alltfl.com if you're interested in seeing actually the entire show coverage that me and Tabi will be doing from Japan.
And if you're a fan of JDM, Japanese domestic market imported vehicles, you've probably heard of the Delica. And this is an off-road Delica that they're showcasing here at their booth. Now the Delica is a larger van with a sliding door, but they've got a little bit of a lift on it. We got these Yokohama Geolander tires on the front of that, on the side of that thing. Once again, you do have that blade style design, but this is really the truck we wanted to focus
I
on.
like the fact that they're bringing rally art back. You know, that's kind of cool. I remember back when I was your age watching Mitsubishi's tear it across on the World Rally Championship, and it's cool that they're getting back into, you know, off-road racing.
Now this one clearly that is a race prep model. It's got the full cage in it, but looks like this is built to tackle some pretty hardcore terrain. So they have the whole bed cut out there.
Look
with
at the rear winch, yeah.
The horn winch and then the jack.
You see the exhaust? That looks pretty cool too.
Yeah, you got the exhaust poking out back there though. So I mean, this goes to show some of the cool things that can be done with that basic platform.
They're saying Asia Cross Country Rally. Look
There
at the
you go.
snorkel, and it faces backwards. That's really cool.
Yeah, you got the big snorkel poking through there. It's got full caged interior, but I think it's had some use actually, Dad. Look, it's got some real pinstriping down the
Yeah,
side.
they're saying Asia Rally, off-road rally.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it got raced.
But guys, this is a good looking vehicle, and I think it complements the Frontier nicely without taking its whole shtick. And I really do think this would be a big seller in the U.S., especially if they could get that diesel to pass EPA regs.
Hey, before we finish this video, let's take a walk around the Delica. I think people love the Delica. People import them, of course. We see a lot of them around Colorado, and so this is the one probably if you're a Delica fan that you'd want. Look at those beefy tires, Tommy.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Looks really, really good.
Yeah.
Out back, of course, you get that flat rear end to maximize cargo capacity.
Since 1968.
You got the roof rack.
Let me pop it open and see if we can show the inside of it.
It might be all locked up, Dad.
It is not, Tommy.
unlocked.
There you go.
Wow, that's very surprising.
Yeah, look at that.
Ooh, look at the Rally Art start stop button there.
I'm not sure I love the fake wood, dude.
That's interesting. Look, I don't know if it's missing the center screen or if that's where just an iPad goes. That's pretty interesting. Just like a docking station. Yeah, the fake wood is not great.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm a big fan of the suede either.
They seem more urban than off-roady. Let's pop the back here. Let's see how much room there is. Look at that. There is a lot of room back here.
Yeah.
You know,
If
we
you get
don't
the-
get these adventure vans, do we?
No, not really a thing.
We get minivans, and then we get, like, you know, obviously like utility vans.
Right, but the adventure van, we do get like the Sienna Woodland, but I just got the story on the Woodland, by the way, which
A
we'll talk
little
about in the
tiny
podcast.
lift and a
Yeah.
little bit better off-road tires.
You know what that is?
What is that?
Apparently, someone from Toyota who's in charge of that program said that's just the Mexico market of the suspension. And then this is cool, Dad. This is the Delica Mini. So they have a little tiny Delica.
I kind of like that better than the regular one.
Yeah, that's really
Shall we
cool.
look inside? They do like their, like I say, they're very bougie seats, at least. Looks of a bougie.
I do believe this is what they call a K-van, which is that classification of little teeny tiny cars and trucks. But yeah, that's a really cool use of space. I really like that a lot. And
Yeah.
a lot of these were all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive too, by the way.
Yeah, I
So
know.
folks, let us know what you think.
Look at the little tiny mud flap, Tommy. How cute is that? That's the cutest little mud flap I've seen.
That's pretty funny.
And look, if you look behind you, and we'll get to Suzuki in another video, but there's, of course, the ultimate forbidden fruit, the Jimny.
Yeah, really cool.
All right, guys, well, thank you for joining us for this video from, it's the Japan Mobility Show, Tommy.
Yep.
And we'll be back over at alltfl.com with a lot more videos showing you more forbidden fruit, stuff that we love, unfortunately we don't get, and a few surprises as well. See you next time. Ciao.